Good morning, everybody. Today we're going to listen to Mr. Bahauddin Qarib and also Mr. Muhammad Al-Saba. They are going to talk about drawing, and it is English too, of course, and they are going to have a presentation about a drawing. So the platform is yours. Thank you very much.
Hello everybody, my name is Baha Al-Qarib. I am structure engineering. Nice to meet you today, and we want to talk with you about drawing, and we have a lot of things of this subject, and I let my friend Muhammad Al-Saba to talk.
Hello everybody, nice to meet you again. My name is Muhammad Al-Saba. I am studying structure engineering. Today we talk about drawing. At first we will talk about art. The art is not only drawing. Art is not limited to drawing. It includes many areas. Voice art such as music, song, and pottery, as you see song here. Kinetic art such as dance, magic, and sports. Fine arts such as drawing. Our subject today will be about drawing.
The history of drawing. The date of the drawing back to more than 20,000 years ago. And it began in the Stone Age, when people have been drawing on the wall on the caves, and we can see in the past the writing is here drawing like fish or and all of the drawing mean things.
Pharaohs used it as a writing, and they have a drawing on the walls of temples and tombs. And then the emergence of the genius of the art in the Middle Ages,
such as Leonardo and Picasso and Raphael, and the emergence of famous paintings such as the Mona Lisa and the painting of a crying child.
As you can see, this is the Mona Lisa, and this is the
crying child. Rules of drawing. Drawing needs talent, and all of us need the drawing need talent. But knowing that this talent can be taken by training.
Drawing also needs imagination and creativity. The painter is a person who has the ability to imagine and has foreseen the drawing, where he could imagine a full painting before he starts to draw.
The importance of drawing. Drawing is very important. Engineering depends mainly of the drawing.
Building and architectural engineering depends on drawing in buildings planning, and electrical engineering depends on drawing sketch electrical circuits.
There is another type of drawing. It is the caricature.
Yes.
It used to express thought and feeling by drawing. Of the most famous caricature painters is the Palestinian Najil Ali. He used art as a way of resistance, and he has more than 40,000 paintings, and he has killed because his art in 1987.
We want you to guess who is the person in this video.
Yeah. It means Allah yarhamu in Arabic.
Guess, please. Yes. Yes.
From the chin. She has a wide chin.
This is actually. You see this talent.
Yeah. Or eyeshadow, I don't know.
But you can do it?
Now we will show you photos we have sketched it.
Oh, you and Baha? Oh, this is Baha? Oh, this is nice. Wow, nice. I can't do such a thing. I don't know how to draw anything. Even kuhla, I can't do it. Yes, this is Baha too?
Yes.
Okay. But he did it.
And this.
Oh, this is nice. The eyes, يعني. No.
Thank you everybody for listening. I hope that's a presentation you liked it.
Yes, we did.
And
We
thank
really
you
did.
again for
Please.
listening, and we have funny and happy to talk with you today.
Okay, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
You are welcome. You're always welcome. Thank you. Okay, so today we're going to have another presentation. It is presented by Miss Mira Bshara, and she's going to talk about automobile cars. And I suppose it's a very important and vivid topic to talk about it. In general, males, they like more to drive cars and talk about cars, but nowadays everybody likes car, I suppose. Everybody likes cars. Yeah, and in general, you see lots of girls, they like to drive cars and they like speedy things. Yeah, okay. So the plate is yours, and please, the platform is yours, Yamira.
Good morning.
Mira.
Good morning, everyone. Today I want to talk about something I'm really interested in, and all of you interested also.
Please.
Okay, we all of us know that the definition by automobile is or a car. It's a wheeled vehicle that carry the motor and they transport passengers.
Yes, true.
The automobile, as we know, it was not invented in a single day by a single inventor. The history of the automobile reflects an evolution that took place worldwide.
Completely true. Yes.
And if we want to talk about cars, it will take a long time, but I just take briefly.
Brief ideas, yeah.
The first engine that they used in cars, it was a steam engine. A multi-part.
You know what do you mean by steam? Yeah. Yes.
A multi-part feature on the history of automobiles, starting with the first steam, electrical and gasoline engine cars. Learn the controversy behind what was the first car in history and the importance of the internal combustion engine. The first one who invented the cars or the motor in the cars, he was a military. He was a French engineer and mechanic. His name is Nicolas Joseph Cagnot. But so many books say that, or the history of books say that the automobile was invented by two persons, not Cagnot, who
mentioned earlier.
Yes, their name is Daimler and Benz. That's because both of them invented a highly and successful and practical gasoline-powered engine.
Yes.
By the early 1900s, gasoline cars started to outsell all other types of motor vehicles. The market was growing for economical automobiles, and the need for industrial production was pressing. For me, I didn't know that there was an electric motors they use it in the bus.
In the previous century.
Yeah, but they use it rather than being the gasoline-powered motors also. They use beside the electric cars, they use bikes and motorcycles, boats and airplanes and trains have all been powered by electricity.
Wow, this is
not just
true
gasoline.
for me too,
Yeah, not just a gasoline motor. In the technology world, the latest advancement is only as good as the next thing coming down the line. The auto industry is constantly bringing us new technologies, whether it be for safety entertainment, usefulness, or simply for pure innovation. Some of the latest car innovations we have found are some truly exciting. Technology that could revolutionize not just the automotive industry, but human transportation in general. Nowadays
Solar
they use
vehicle nowadays. That's right.
nowadays the powered vehicle not by the motor or gasoline motor.
Yeah, or
They also-
electricity.
Yes, they also use a solar vehicle,
Power.
solar power to.
Yeah.
As they use a solar vehicles and electric vehicles powered completely or
Significantly.
significantly by direct solar energy.
This is true.
Yes.
Yeah, this generation, I suppose, at this century, we more try to concentrate on the solar-powered machines. It
Yeah.
is the, let's say, this generation usually, they like this clean kind of energy.
Yeah.
So they go with the solar-powered more than other kind of power source.
Usually, photovoltaic or PV cells contained in solar panels convert the sun's energy directly into electric energy
Yes.
to power the cars. Big name e-mobile charging. It's an electric car. A car is an automobile that is propelled by one or more electric motors. Electric motors give electric cars instant torque, creating strong and smooth acceleration.
No, this is nice.
Yes. يعني
So-
they use electricity and the solar power to power new cars.
Oh, this is nice.
Now we want to say a video about the
So
history.
they charge it with electricity?
Yeah.
Oh, this is nice.
Now we want to say a video about the history of the cars.
Please, go ahead.
Has enslaved us. If we are to understand cars and how they so completely define our culture, we will need to begin at the beginning.
Come on, honey, here we go.
It had started so innocently.
Okay, we got Spark.
A man
got
sweet-talking
Spark.
to the love of his life. Carriages chugged off without their horses 100 years ago. Now, at the end of the century, the changes we have witnessed are, well, monumental.
Monumental, great, يعني change.
At the turn of the century, 20 million people lived more than a day's ride from town. Most farmers had milk cows and other animals that had to be cared for daily. Hitching up a team and wagon for a town trip was an infrequent and difficult event. The car brought freedom from all that.
They are jumping.
One of the central myths of our car culture is that Henry Ford invented the automobile.
Yeah, Henry
He
Ford.
did not. No one person really invented the automobile. The first models were a rolling collection of assorted parts from many inventors. The French are generally credited with the first successful gasoline engine in 1861, 35 years before Henry Ford.
This is the first
It managed to
car.
wheeze
Before
along,
Henry Ford.
generating a thundering
wasn't a three wheels,
1.5
that's all.
horsepower.
Yeah.
It turns out that horses are involved in another myth of the car culture. The automobile brought pollution to cities, right? Wrong. Before the noise and stench of cars, there was the noise and stench of horses. Imagine 130,000 horses in Manhattan at the turn of the century. Imagine the sights, the sounds. Imagine the smell. All that from the overworked animals that managed to stay alive.
Horses sometimes died, and you had this enormous dead horse lying by the side of the road until someone could get rid of it. I think it has to have been very difficult. I mean, when we think of horses today, we think of these beautiful animals prancing along. But if you imagine streets that are crowded with cars, substitute horses, it has to have been pretty awful.
As early as 1868, there were public calls for a cheap mechanical substitute for the horse. That is a major reason why America fell in love with the automobile so quickly and completely.
Where's the seat belt? This is the Industrial Revolution.
By 1925, 25 million cars had been built. The love affair had become a torrid obsession. The General Motors Corporation was by then the largest car maker in the world. Alfred Sloan, president of GM at the time, had the idea of organizing the company into semi-autonomous divisions that were structured along military lines and overseen by a central office.
شايفين everything starts
The
with
GM
the military
organization became the
and
model
then
for
it
most
is for
large
the public.
corporations throughout the 20th century.
Everything's a flea's eyebrows, a snake's hips, and I don't mean maybe. Americans are rolling in the stuff. It's only money.
The automobile also changed America's attitude about cash and credit. It didn't take much time for time payments to catch on. By 1923, about 3/4 of all cars sold were being financed.
See our used cars tomorrow. You will be amazed to find so many very fine late model cars offered at such low prices and on such easy terms. We have the car that will make a hit with
And I
the whole
suppose-
family.
One enthusiastic car dealer wrote in Motor Magazine,
Higher standards of living are built up through millions of individual extravagances. To keep America working, we must keep America wanting the luxuries and frills that make life so much more worthwhile. And installment selling makes it easier to keep America wanting.
Okay. Thank you for
You're
listening.
welcome. Thank you, Mira. Today we're going to have another presentation with Mr. Ahmed Abshada, and he's going, right? The name is right, yes, and he's going to talk about taking selfie. So I suppose nowadays most of the people, they are using their mobile phones and having selfie. It has bad effects, good effects, different topics about it. So let's hear Mr. Ahmed talking about it. Please, the platform is yours.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My name is Ahmed Abu Shhadi. I'm a first year electric engineer.
Really? First year?
Yeah.
وعطول خليناك تعمل presentation? Okay.
I'm gonna
This is good. Thumbs up for you. Most of you first year. يلا, this is good.
I'm gonna have a presentation about the selfie. I'm gonna talk so short about it, and let's start.
Let's start.
There is a word say that a selfie a day keeps in secrets away.
Oh, this is nice. This is new for me, Ahmed. Okay.
But what is selfie?
Okay.
You know, we are all have a cell phone or smartphone, cameras.
right.
We are all have the shot, the screenshot, maybe the image for us. The selfie is good. We have an image for us, a memory,
Yes.
something like that. What is selfie?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. يا لطيف وقتي. Yes, please.
We saw that the selfie is a self-portrait
Portrait.
photography,
Yes.
typically taken with a handheld digital camera or a phone camera. Selfies, as we see in the video, are often shared on social networking services such as the Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.
Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you very much. Today we're going to have another presentation. It's going to be about Taj Mahal. It's presented by Manar Nasrallah, and I suppose she's going to talk about some facts about Taj Mahal and more information about it. Thank you, Manar. Please, the platform is yours.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Ms. Nadia, and may the rest
Morning.
of your day will be good too.
Thank you.
Today, inshallah, I'm going to talk about Taj Mahal.
Yes.
Okay, as we all know, India is well known for its great architecture.
Yeah, completely true.
Temples, monuments, and places. And here we have a photo of the Lakshmana temple, Mabad.
This is new
Lakshmana
for
in
me.
India. Yeah,
Taj Mahal is known.
but Taj Mahal is the most known place in India. It was completed in the 17th century,
Yeah.
and it was described as the most expensive compliment ever paid to a woman.
Yeah,
It's like, it's a tomb, actually.
that's right. It's a temple.
Shah Jahan and Mumtaz Mahal. Let's talk about the story of Taj Mahal.
Yeah.
When Mumtaz Mahal, the emperor's wife, was dying, she asked him not to marry again. And she asked him also to build her a tomb which makes her name exists forever. And he promised to do it.
Memorable.
Yeah.
Yes.
After her death, he spent a very long time thinking how to fulfill her wishes. And in the end, he saw that great building in his dreams, and then the great work started.
Yes, please.
Let's talk about the architectural properties of Taj Mahal. The monument was built with white marble, which shines in both
You know
sunlight
what I
and
mean
moonlight.
by marble?
Rukham.
Yes.
Rukham. Okay, and it stands on an
Okay. يلا خلينا نسمع.
It stands on an 18-foot marble platform,
Yeah.
which has a beautiful minaret on each corner. It has 4 minarets.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And we have also a central dome. We're going to talk about it, and 4 domes. Here's the tomb of Mumtaz Mahal and Shah Jahan.
Yeah.
Okay, in the
Mumtaz
center of
is the
the
female. She was
Mumtaz
his wife.
yeah, it's the
Her
wife.
name is
Yeah.
Mumtaz.
It's not her name.
And yeah. Two of them.
ممتاز
It is a temple, as
ممتاز
Manar said.
البنت.
ممتاز
الوايف.
البنت وشاه مهال هو الرجال
الأمبرور.
يعني
الإمبراطور.
الكوين ولا
Yeah.
الامبرر. ايوه الامبرر. هلا it is a tomb. هو بالاخير
قبر ضريح
يعني
يعني.
قبر إلهم، يعني الهدف منه عاملين ممتاز. يا انا بعرف
It's
بنت
not
اسمها
her name.
ممتاز. No, but it is يعني ممتاز
It's
يعني
يعني-
it's acceptable as
Yeah.
her name. Yeah. اسمها ممتاز. اسمها ممتاز.
اسمها
توفت يعني
الوايف
هي
ممتاز.
بنى لها كل المونيمنت هذا، كل هذا المعلم it was built for his wife. Yeah.
يعني he used to love his wife.
Yeah.
و
This
her
is
husband made her a
this
tomb
way
for her.
of appreciation
Yeah.
to her. يعني طريقة مشان يعبر لها appreciation حبه وامتنانه إلها. He built such a monument. هذا المعلم بنى لها. And when they died, they were buried there. وتم يعني دفنهم هناك. Please.
Yeah. In the center of the platform stands the tomb. It has an octagonal shape. شكل ثمانية.
Yeah.
شكل ثمانية.
Yeah. Like
It's
in the
crowned
picture.
it's crowned with a graceful dome. أحكي بالعربية.
Yeah, it's okay. يعني
اللي هي القبة.
yes.
يعني قبة كبيرة فوق منه. يعني rising high above it. And there are 4 small domes. 1, 2, 3, 4. A dome in each corner.
The Taj
Here we have
Mahal,
a video.
symbol of India, architectural jewel, monument to a grand passion. The Taj Mahal was built in the 17th century by Shah Jahan, king of the world, ruler of India's mighty Mughal empire. This great warrior king gave the world an architectural masterpiece of a kind it had never seen before. This is how it came to be made. But the magnificent chambers of the Taj Mahal hide a secret. Today, the Taj Mahal is one of the world's greatest tourist attractions. Every year, more than 3 million people come to see humanity's loveliest building with their own eyes. The building that emerged from his plans perfectly combines grace and scale, power and beauty. The Taj Mahal, crown of the palace. The inner sanctum of the Taj is a tomb. For Mumtaz Mahal, the love of Shah Jahan's life. The great Mughals' engineers dig deep wells to below the water table. Then they fill them up with rocks and mortar. On this base, the master builders erect stone columns, linked together by massive arches. The result? A solid mountain of stone to support the foundation slab of the building, protecting the Taj from the currents of the Yamuna River forever.
Yeah.
The Taj Mahal must always stand as a testament to the eternal power of love. Every day, countless visitors are enthralled by the Taj Mahal, partly because its Mughal architects used some remarkable optical tricks. The first view of the monument is framed by the main gate. As the visitor moves closer, the Taj Mahal seems to get smaller.
It's like a frame.
Yeah.
It seems to grow bigger as you walk away. The guides here say, when you leave, you take the Taj with you in your heart. An optical trick went into the building of the minarets too. They lean slightly outwards. If they were truly vertical, they would seem to be leaning inwards. By leaning away from each other, they look perfectly upright. And that brings another advantage. In an earthquake, the minarets would collapse outwards, sparing the Taj and its mighty dome. The dome is the crowning glory of the Taj Mahal, the element that makes it so timeless and graceful. The dome rises layer by layer. The mortar between the stones gives it stability. The result is self-supporting, with no reinforcing struts or columns. The weight of the dome is transferred directly downwards to the mass of masonry below. The dome is more than 40 meters high and 4 meters thick, yet it seems to float over the marble facade, a miracle of stress calculation still admired by engineers. For over 350 years, this dome has been the ultimate expression of Mughal architecture.
Ground plan shows this duality. The complex is split between the tomb garden with its mausoleum and a worldly side meant for bazaars and markets. What's interesting is that the worldly side is the mirror image of the mausoleum side. The connecting square with the great main gate marks the transition to the tomb garden and opens up the view to the mausoleum.
At the center of the mausoleum is the Holy of Holies, the most splendid room in the Taj Mahal, the final resting place of Shah Jahan's bride. The Taj Mahal combines the very best elements of the memorials to Shah Jahan's forefathers. The tomb of his own father provides the model for the minarets. His great-grandfather's mausoleum had 4 corner turrets surrounding a central core. The 4 mighty portals are inspired by his grandfather's tomb. And Shah Jahan took the form of the Great Dome from the memorial to a famous ancestor. Different models, united in perfect harmony. The most perfect building in the world.
This is nice.
Okay. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, we did. Thank you,
Again.
Manar. Sorry. Okay. So I suppose today our last presentation is going to be presented by Mr. Anas Bsharat, and he's going to talk about football team. I suppose there are lots of people who are fans for football, so we're going to listen about some of the football teams. Please, the platform is yours, Anas. Please.
Good morning. My name is Anas Bsharat, Electric Engineering. I'm coming today to talk about a very big team in the world and have very interesting people.
Oh, Barcelona.
I have collect many information about Barcelona. Let's see. Barcelona full name is Football Club Barcelona, and they have many nicknames. At most Blaugrana and Barca. Short name FCB, Football Club Barcelona. Founded 29 November 1988, 115 years ago.
Wow.
Ago, as a football club Barcelona. Now I'm coming to ask many questions.
Yes.
Who's the coach of the team?
Coach, but I know the captain. It's yes.
Mahmoud. Luis Enrique.
Luis Enrique.
Who is the captain, Miss Nadia?
Messi. Messi is the captain because 2 days, Xavi, because 2 days before they had a football match and Messi was holding this yellow on him.
Yes, because Xavi is not coming.
Is not. يلا إذا أنا أخدرتها بالشوط الثاني. Okay. So it happened that
ground الملعب يعني الكامب نو capacity 99,354. President is Josep Maria Bartomeu. Head coach is Luis Enrique. La Liga, Spanish Liga. In the 2013 and 2014, he has the second website club homepage. Let's see the players.
Okay.
Watchman is called Claudio Bravo from Chile. Let's have the ad Victor. Mascherano, Piqué, Dani Alves, and Jordi Alba.
It's like we have a Spanish lecture today. Yes, okay.
Midline. Prince Iniesta.
Iniesta.
Rakitic,
I know Iniesta.
and Sergio Busquets.
Okay.
Attackers.
Neymar.
Neymar, Luisito, and the final, the Ballon d'Or,
the legend. Okay.
الباك سكواد اللي هي التشكيلة الاحتياطية أدريانو، بارترا، بيدرو, and Sergio Roberto. we have Rafinha, Matthew, Vertonghen, and Ter Stegen.
That's the goaler.
And the big guy is Xavi. This is the picture for the coach, Luis Enrique. And the picture for the president, Josep Maria Bartomeu. And picture for the stadium, Camp Nou.
Yeah. Their stadium.
And Barcelona wears 2 clothes. When player play on the home, red and blue, and orange on the away.
Really? They wear orange if they are abroad?
Oh.
No.
Some foundation ask for the club to write name on the name of the foundation on his shirt.
On their uniform. They call it the uniform.
Yes. In 1992 to 1998, Kaaba. In 1998 to 2006, Nike. 2006 to 2011, UNICEF. 2011 to 2013 Qatar Foundation and UNICEF. 2013 to 2014 Qatar Airways, Intel and UNICEF. And this season 2014 Qatar Airways, Intel, UNICEF
They
and
have
Vico.
lots of money.
Oh, yes. Finally,
Who's this? Anas?
thank you
Yes.
for kind attention. I hope you are doing enjoyed the presentation and wish that I have brought a message.
Yeah, thank you very much. I want you to know that I really appreciate your efforts a lot, yeah, Anas. Everybody, I really appreciate your efforts a lot. I'm not a fan of Barcelona, but my son is a fan of Barcelona. I always tell him you shouldn't be supporting Messi a lot because he has some point of views against the Palestinian. But in general, he responds usually and say everybody has his own point of view. And I respect that you're not a fan of Barcelona, but I am. He says so. So this is the idea. We should respect the others. It means even if, for example, Anas, he is one of the fans of Barcelona, it doesn't mean that we should say some comments and criticizing the thing, because all the teams that play football or whatever physical sport they are playing, it is welcomed. So everybody is welcomed, and I prefer if you yourself play the sport, not to sit and watch those matches in front of the TV. It's not so good just to stay there and watch it. You should move your body, because this is the idea. I really appreciate your efforts. أنا اليوم مبسوطة إنه يعني جبته. This is a good indication.